Hey everyone, I'm Robyn and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you the language arts curriculum and supplements that I will be using with my son this year. He will be about first grade level, and so this is showing what we'll be doing this year in homeschooling. So the main curriculum that we're going to be using is from Logic of English. And they have a couple different lines, but their lower level line for beginning levels who are just starting out with reading and writing, it is called Foundations. So he will be in Foundations level B. So it obviously starts at level A. We did not use Foundations level A, but they do have a really comprehensive placement test that you can give your child to help you place where they should go, like what suits them best. So he is going to be on level B. Actually, something that I really like about this is that even though he started on level B, in the teacher's manual, which I have right here, in this, they actually have some little ideas, lessons that you can do to kind of review level A. So even if you did do level A and you just want to kind of review before you start the school year, or if you didn't start with level A, I think that's really handy that they give you some lessons and ideas to kind of review before you jump right into level B. So there are a ton of manipulatives that this curriculum comes with. It is on the more expensive side for sure, but I'm really excited about it. And so this is what we will be using and starting out. And like I did with math, I will kind of explain, I guess, kind of like our rhythm of what we'll be doing for language arts every day. So I will have him do maybe a third of a lesson. The lessons are pretty long inside the Foundations curriculum. So, and there are, like I said, a ton of components. There's readers, and there's a book that goes with it. There's a whiteboard. There's tactile cards and just other phonogram cards, and all these games you can play with it, and letter tiles, phonogram tiles, and it looks really good. So that's what we're going to be starting with. I'm not going to give a full in-depth review about it because we haven't used it yet, but definitely if it's working out for us, and even if it's not, a review will possibly be in the future. So that is what we're going to start with. And like I said, we're only going to do about a third of a lesson because they are quite long and I don't want him to get burnt out. But if he's doing well and he wants to keep going, then we can continue the lesson. They also have a rhythm of handwriting program. There is handwriting really built in to their Foundations program. So here, they're practicing uppercase D. So it gives you places to practice handwriting within the lessons, but then they also have a separate handwriting lesson. My son could definitely use it. So I actually, so I guess I should say, when you purchase it, you can decide if you want to do manuscript, and this is just for their regular Foundations. You can decide if you want to do manuscript or cursive. And they actually recommend you start with cursive. But because we did not start with a program and we'd already been doing our own things, I felt like he was more confident with manuscript. So, and just because we weren't starting with their level A, I kind of decided that I think manuscript would be better, which I still agree with. However, he all of a sudden just decided that he was going to write in cursive and that he wanted to write in cursive. And he's been super into it. And then I kind of did some research, and even on the Logic of English website, they kind of talked about why they suggest using cursive, and they said for kids who maybe aren't as good with their fine motor skills, it's actually easier for them to write in cursive. So then I was like, oh, because my son, he knows how to write and form every letter, but he gets burnt out easily when he's physically writing. But I got this one, but then, which is the manuscript, then I decided to actually go ahead and pick up the cursive one. So I got that one. I don't have a copy of it with me. I actually just ordered, because you can order just the PDF and bind it yourself. So that is what I'm doing. So I just have it printed off and I have yet to bind it. But it looks like this, except it's green instead of red. So I will use that some in the morning during our morning basket time, and we will see how that goes. So we'll, like I said, do like a third of a lesson. We're just gonna spend maybe 15 minutes doing that lesson. So however far we get in about that time. And then I like to have a time where he can just free write. That was like my favorite thing when I was a teacher. I just letting kids just have the time to just write about whatever they want. You know, give them a lesson, and it's great if they take those concepts they learned in their lessons and put them in their writing, but they don't have to. And just giving them the freedom to write about whatever, and not saying you need to go write a haiku, you know, because sometimes you don't want to write a haiku, but you just want to write about monsters, you know. So this is one he's already using. But so we just, like, there are all the different kinds of things. So like, here's a snowman, and in this, it will be different things. Sometimes he'll just draw a picture and maybe I will dictate for him his story. Sometimes he will label things and write, you know, whatever he wants. Basically, it's a time for him to write however he wants for like 15 minutes to just practice writing, no pressure, just to do what he wants. So that is what we'll do next. And then we'll do like a reading time. There, like I said, there are these readers that are built in, but I think on top of it, I'm still going to have us do some reading. He really loves these Bob books. So we're almost done with collection 2. So I have collection 3. We actually get these at Costco. I know they sell them on Amazon, but I'm not sure if it's like the same set. So I will link everything below that I use, and I will try to find these, but I don't know if that's linkable from Costco. I have no idea. But so they're just little books, very simple, but for some reason, he just loves these, and he could read something else that's easier. Like I could try to get him to read a book that's easier, you know, not as difficult of a level, and he doesn't want to read it. But then I give him a Bob book, and he's totally confident reading Bob books. So I'm down for that. If that's what he wants to do and that helps him, fantastic. So we will do, like I said, the lesson, then free write, then we'll practice reading in the Bob books. And then lastly, if we're not burnt out, if we want to keep going, we will have some app time. And I shared last time about math, the Math Seeds app. So this is the other part of it, the Reading Eggs. This is a really great educational app. It's fun, but they really do learn. So like with that one, you can take a placement test and they will place your student wherever they need to be, so you don't have to start at the beginning. And there's maps, like they complete maps, and then within each map are different levels, and in each level there are lessons teaching about all the different things for reading. They've also recently added another program called Fast Phonics that he really enjoys too, so that is also included on the app. And the app is $10 a month, but you can also buy it like larger chunks at a time. I know that I bought it for a year at a time, and because it helps you save more money when you buy it all together than do it monthly. But yeah, and they have a free trial too that you can do for 30 days, and there's no credit card required, which is nice. Well, my daughter is at the door crying for me, so I guess it's time to wrap it up. But those are the curriculum and supplements we'll be using this year. So I hope you enjoyed this content. Let me know if you did and give me a thumbs up. And I will be sharing more with you. Probably the next thing I'll be doing is sharing with you what we'll be using in our morning basket. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!